autumn wind, dust on his hat, regret on his skin. Silver star once pinned with pride, now just a ghost he wears inside. Boot heel scarred by desert and miles, eyes that forgot how to smile. Every sunset feels like slurs in the ballad of broken spurs. He gave his youth to open plains, left with echoes and aching chains. This is the ballad of broken spurs, of fallen kings and faded words, of whiskey nights and barroom brawls and wanted signs on saloon walls. He chased the wind, he chased the gold, but time don't care how brave or bold. Now every step just softly stirs the ballad of broken spurs. There was a girl in Abilene, blue-eyed fire and gasoline. She begged him, hang that saddle high, stay a while, don't say goodbye. But freedom's a restless flame, and love don't run the same. He tipped his hat, he rode away, still hears her voice some nights today. Some roads don't lead you home, they just leave you alone. This is the ballad of broken spurs, of lonely rides and midnight blurs, of cattle calls and gunshot smoke, and promises a drifter broke. He fought the law, he fought his fear, but never fought the passing years. Now every memory cuts and burns in the ballad of broken spurs. If he could ride that trail again, would he choose a different end? Or is a cowboy born to roam, even if it costs his home? The desert keeps what men let go, under stars that never slow, and pride's a horse that rarely turns till the saddle finally burns. This is the ballad of broken spurs, where dust outlives the conquerors, where legends fade like dying coals, and silence swallows heart and souls. He lays his head upon the bed, whispers words he never said, and as the last light softly blurs, it ends the ballad of broken spurs. Wind blows low, spurs don't ring, no more songs for him to sing, just desert sky and goodbye. Sun sinks low on a rusted plow, same red dirt on my hands somehow. Granddaddy swore that land don't lie, but it don't forgive no matter how you cry. Fence posts lean like tired men, counting years they can't defend. Every root runs deep and stays buried in that old red clay. You can wash your boots in the river's bend, but the stain comes back again. This is the ballad of old red clay, where the blood don't fade away. Every secret, every sin soaks right through the skin you're in. No matter how far you stray, it calls you back someday with a debt you have to pay. In the heart of old red clay. Mama cried on the courthouse steps, said, son, we all got our regrets. Sheriff's badge and a jury stare, but justice fell thin as air. There was a fight down by the creek, hot July and tempers weak. One wrong shove, one life betrayed. Now he sleeps in red clay shade. The wind through pines don't choose a side, it just carries what you hide. This is the ballad of old red clay, where the righteous kneel and pray, but the earth remembers names, and it don't forget the blame. No cross can fully sway what the ground won't give away. Truth don't rot or decay in the grip of old red clay. Ground, will forgiveness be found? If I dig where he was laid, will I unearth the price we paid? Some roots twist, some roots fray, some choke tight in red clay. Hear the ballad of old red clay tonight under a pale magnolia light. Every field bends low and slow, like it knows what we don't show. No dawn can wash away what the dirt won't let you betray. Just blood beneath the gray in the heart of old red clay. From the home of old red clay. Black moon rising over dead-end tracks, cold wind whispering through the cracks. Neon flickers on a broken sign, another empty glass, another borrowed time. Boot heels drag on a splintered floor, same sad jukebox playing like before. Bartender says, son, you look half gone. I say, just pour until the night moves on. There's a shadow sitting in my chair, looks like me but don't say a prayer. Whiskey perfume still on my old coat sleeve, like a ghost that won't let me leave. She said love ain't built to last when your heart's chained to the past. Gravel road and a slam car door, I ain't seen her around here no more, but I see her face in the window pane. Every drop falls like her name. Black moon hanging cold and high, like a judge in the midnight sky. Whiskey under black moonlight, burns like truth I can't make right. Silver sky with a crooked grin, knows every place I've ever seen. Smoking sorrow in this room, dancing with my own damn doom. Every swallow cuts me soon. Whiskey under black moon. If the dawn comes knocking slow, tell it I ain't home no more. I sold my faith for one last round, now redemption can't be found. Bottles empty, hearts the same, different nights, same old flame. Ain't no star left to guide me through, just the black moon and the proof. Whiskey under black moonlight, howling through this endless night. Silver sky don't say a word, but I swear that I'm still heard. Smoke and sorrow fill the room, lonely as a dying tune. Every swallow seals my tune. Whiskey under black moon. Cold Creek runs through a crooked line, cuts this town like a fault in time. Water black under willow trees, carrying whispers on the breeze. Old mill stands with a broken wheel, knows more truth than it will reveal. Boards creak loud when the sun sinks low, like they're begging not to know. They say the river don't forget every debt it ever met. Oh, this is the ballad of Cold Creek, where the water runs dark and deep, where the guilty lose their sleep and the innocent don't speak. Every ripple tells a tale of a promise bound to fail. You can try, but you won't outrun what you did by Cold Creek's run. Summer night, July '09, bonfire burning past closing time. Truck headlights by the riverside, four boys swearing they had nothing to hide. One came home with blood on his sleeve, one moved west and refused to grieve. One still drinks at the corner bar, and one lies where the cattails are. Sheriff wrote it accident, but the current knows what happened. Oh, this is the ballad of Cold Creek, where the truth is buried deep in the mud beneath your feet, in the silence that we keep. Every mother breath for a drowning sound. Maybe justice don't wear a crown. Maybe it just drags you down. This is the ballad of Cold Creek, where the past don't stay asleep, where the secrets that you keep cut the roots beneath your feet. Every stone and willow branch knows the truth of what happened. You can leave, but you won't outrun the night you cross Cold Creek's run. Water moves but never speaks. Moonlight breaks in silver streaks. And if you listen long and deep, you'll hear the heart of Cold Creek. He rode in with the autumn wind, dust on his hat, regret on his skin. Silver star once pinned with pride, now just a ghost he wears inside. Boot heel scarred by desert miles, eyes that forgot how to smile. Every sunset feels like slurs. In the ballad of broken spurs, he gave his youth to open plains, left with echoes and aching chains. This is the ballad of broken spurs, of fallen kings and faded words, of whiskey nights and barroom brawls, and wanted signs on saloon walls. He chased the wind, he chased the gold, but time don't care how brave or bold. Now every step just softly stirs. In the ballad of broken spurs, there was a girl in Abilene, blue-eyed fire and gasoline. She begged him, hang that saddle high, stay a while, don't say goodbye. But freedom's a restless flame, and love don't run the same. He tipped his hat, he rode away, still hears her voice some nights today. Some roads don't lead you home, they just leave you alone. This is the ballad of broken spurs, of lonely rides and midnight blurs, of cattle calls and gunshot smoke, and promises a drifter broke. He fought the law, he fought his fear, but never fought the passing years. Now every memory cuts and burns. In the ballad of broken spurs, if he could ride that trail again, would he choose a different end? Or is a cowboy born to roam, even if it cost his home? The desert keeps what men let go, under stars that never slow, and pride's a horse that rarely turns till the saddle finally burns. This is the ballad of broken spurs, where dust outlives the conquerors, where legends fade like dying coals, and silence swallows heart and souls. He lays his head upon the wind blows low, spurs don't ring. No more songs for him to sing, just desert sky. And goodbye. The clock strikes 12, the fog rolls in, shadows creep where I've been. Empty streets and shuttered doors, whispers haunt the town's old floors. Boots echo on the cobblestone, every step I take feels alone. Old sins lie beneath the moon, every heartbeat hums a tune. They say the night reveals the truth, but I've been hiding since my youth. Midnight in Montgomery County, every street hides a memory, every window, every wall holds the echoes of a fall. No dawn to save, no hand to mend, only the darkness around the bend. I can't escape, I can't unsee. Midnight in Montgomery County. Saloon doors creak, the wind's a sigh, every laugh hides a lie. Whiskey burns and candles die, while the past rides close behind. Crows wheel low above the hill, mark the debts I cannot still. Every alley, every lane holds the sorrow, holds the pain. No preacher here can pray me right, no star can pierce the endless night. Midnight in Montgomery County, every step drags a legacy, every secret, every sin, every loss I can't rescind. No mercy waits, no heaven near, only the echoes of my fear. I can't outrun, can't turn away. Midnight in Montgomery County. If I fall beneath the moon's pale light, will anyone know my fight? Or will the shadows claim my name? Montgomery County. Through the farm, through all the bounty, every mile a haunted song, every wrong I carried long. No light to guide, no hand to bless, only the night and its emptiness. I can't escape, can't unsee midnight in Montgomery County. Fog rolls low, wind sighs slow, shadows wait where the lost men go. One last breath, one last plea. Midnight, Montgomery County. Sun beats down on the cracked black top. Every mile I ride I can't stop. Dust kicks up from the wheels I drive, haunted by the lives I've tried to survive. Old neon signs flicker and die like the ghosts of love I left behind. Every truck and every bar whisper stories of who we are. They say the road will set you free, but it only drags your memory. On the dusty halo highway, every night swallows the day. Every mile hides a broken vow. Every heart bears a shadow now. No dawn to save, no hand to hold, just the wind and stories untold. I can't escape, can't fly away on the dusty halo highway. The wind through the pines, shadows stretch long. Every night carries another wrong. Boots worn thin on the hard-set ground. Every town echoes a lost sound. Saloon doors swing, the floorboards creak. Every face tells a tale unique. I ride alone where the night is cold, chasing sins I can't let go. No angel waits at journey's end, only the trails you can't defend. On the dusty halo highway, every mile steals the day. Every secret, every lie, every prayer that passed me by. No heaven waits, no mercy near, just the echo of my fear. I can't outrun, can't turn away on the dusty halo highway. If I fall by the roadside tonight, will anyone know the fight? Or will the dust claim all I've done? Underneath the fading sun, some hearts burn slow, some hearts fade, some men vanish, debts unpaid. Still I ride the dusty halo highway, through the night, through all the gray. Every mile a ghostly song, every wrong I carried along. No light to guide, no hand to bless, just the wind and the emptiness. I can't escape, can't hide away sink slow, shadows fall where the lost men go. One last sigh, one last cry, dusty halo highway. Fog rolls down through Copper Ridge, every tree casts a haunted bridge. Whispers cling to the canyon walls, every shadow answers the calls. Old men warn but none believe the tales of sorrow they conceive. Blood-stained hills and broken fences hold the town's dark recompenses. They say the curse will never die, it rides with every wind that sighs. The curse of Copper Ridge hangs like chains along the ridge. Every heart carries a scar, every soul bears the old war. No sun can cleanse, no hand can live, only the night and the ghostly drift. I can't escape, can't turn the page. The curse of Copper Ridge will rage. I rode past the saloon doors, floorboards creak and spirits roar. Whiskey burns but can't erase the fear that drifts in this cursed place. Crows wheel low across the hill, mark the debts that time won't steal. Every corner, every lane holds the sorrow, holds the pain. No preacher here can pray me right, no candle bright can pierce the night. The curse of Copper Ridge follows me over every bridge, every step a haunted song, every mile a place I don't belong. No mercy waits, no heaven near, only the echo of my fear. I can't outrun, can't disengage. The curse of Copper Ridge will rage. If I fall beneath the moon, will the curse forgive me soon? Or will the hills take back my name and burn my soul into their flames? Some hearts break slow, some hearts betray, some men vanish and never pray. Still I ride through Copper Ridge, through the fog, through the pitch. Every mile a story grim, every step another sin. No light to guide, no hand to lift, only the curse and the ghostly drift. I can't escape, can't disengage. The curse of Copper Ridge will rage. Fog hangs low, wolves cry slow. Copper Ridge waits where lost men go. One last breath, one last stage. Curse it, Copper Ridge. Fog rolls heavy through the hollowed pines. Footsteps echo with guilty signs. Every cabin, every bar holds a secret, leaves a scar. Old men mutter behind closed doors, whispering sins that time ignores. Every creek and dusty track hides the debts we never pay back. They say the valley swallows the weak, but the guilty never speak. Sinners in the valley, every heart wears a dark rally. Every night hides a crooked plan. Every man becomes a broken man. No light to save, no hand to guide, only the shadows where we hide. And I can't run, I can't deny, sinners in the valley till we die. Church doors creak, the preacher prays, but every word just fades away. Whiskey flows and horses neigh, while the night consumes the day. Crows fly low above the ridge, marking sins along the ridge. Every step along this trail tells a story of betrayal. No angel waits at journey's end, only the darkness you can't defend. Sinners in the valley, every soul bears a tally. Every lie that's left unturned, every heart that's cold and burned. No heaven come, no mercy near, only the echo of our fear. I can't hide, I can't defy, sinners in the valley till we die. If I fall into the mist, will anyone recall my kiss? Or will the sins I cannot shed drag me down among the dead? Some hearts break slow, some hearts betray, some men are lost and never pray. Still we walk, we're sinners in the valley, through the night, through all the valley. Every mile a haunted song, every wrong we carried long. No light to save, no hand to guide, only the shadows where we hide. I can't escape, I can't reply, sinners in the valley till we die. Fog swirls low, wind moans slow, valley sleeps where the lost men go. One last prayer, one last sigh, sinners in the valley. riding hard through the canyon dust. 6 bullets weigh like broken trust. Every town a crooked street, every shadow hides deceit. Whiskey burns, my hands are raw. I've taken more than I can law. Old friends gone and love betrayed. Every mile another debt I've paid. They say redemption comes too slow. Some men reap only what they sow. 6 bullets to salvation, every shot a confession, every life I've left behind, every sin I cannot hide. No angel waits, no grace inside, only darkness in the night. I can't run, I can't deny. 6 bullets to salvation, or I'll die. Saloon doors swing, a whisper calls, every echo another fall. Cattle low and horses neigh, mark the price I've had to pay. The sheriff's eyes are cold as stone, judge and jury all alone. Every trigger, every aim leads me further from the flame. No dawn can wash the stains I made, no hand to guide the choices weighed. 6 bullets to salvation, every shot a damnation, every mile a haunted trail, every night a ghostly wail. No heaven when waits, no mercy near, only shadows of my fear. I can't hide, I can't deny. 6 bullets to salvation, or I'll die. If I fall upon the ground, will anyone hear the sound? Or will my sins like chains remain, dragging me back into pain? Some men fight for pride or greed, some die for hearts they'll never need. Still I ride with 6 bullets left, through the fire, through the theft, every mile of prayer unsaid, every step recalls the dead. No life to save, no hand to hold, only the night and tales untold. I can't escape, I can't deny. 6 bullets to salvation, or I'll die. Gun clicks low, wind sighs slow, sunset bleeds where lost men go. One last shot, one last cry. 6 bullets to salvation. Pen and paper, candle low, and still shaking from the snow. Every line bleeds what I've done underneath the dying sun. Riding hard through dust and pain, every mile recalls your name. I hear the sheriff on my trail, and I know that I will fail. They say a man can't outrun his past, but still I ride, though I won't last. This is the outlaw's last letter, words of love and words of terror. Every line a plea for grace, every word a lost embrace. No home awaits, no mercy sent, just the truth of where I went. I leave my soul in ink and tether in the outlaw's last letter. Whiskey burns, paper stains, memories haunt like midnight rains. Your face appears in every line, every word a thin lifeline. I took the gold, I took the gun, and ran beneath the setting sun. Now I'm trapped in canyon walls, listening to my final calls. No pardon waits, no bell to toll, only the shadow that takes my soul. This is the outlaw's last letter, written slow by dying weather. Every tear a silent vow, every breath a solemn vow. No dawn to save, no star above, just the echo of a lost love. I leave my soul in ink and tether in the outlaw's last letter. If you read this when I'm gone, know I loved you all along. Every crime, every fight, every sin led me back to you again. Some men die for pride or greed, some men die for hearts they need. Still I write the outlaw's last letter, through the storm, the dust, the fetter. Every mile I rode alone, every wrong that's carved in stone. No heaven waits, no light to guide, only the night where shadows bide. I leave my soul in ink and tether forever in the outlaw's last letter. Candle burns, wind sighs low, paper folds where the rivers flow. One last word, one last sigh. Outlaws, last letter. highway bleeds beneath the sun. Another outlaw on the run. Cactus shadows long and thin, like the shape my life's been in. As devils twist across the plain, whispering my given name. Then I saw you by that bar, shining like a falling star, in a town that time forgot. You were the only thing it's got. You're a desert rose in the dark, blooming where the cold winds carve, soft as sin, wild as a spark, burning through my broken heart. In a land of rust and scars, under empty midnight stars, you were mercy in the sparks, my desert rose in the dark. Neon buzzed above your head, halo glowing faded red, boots on tile slow and low, like a secret no one knows. You said, boy, don't stay too long, this town chews up the strong. But your eyes held something deep, promises we couldn't keep. Every saint's got a past they hide, every sinner needs a place to ride. You're a desert rose in the dark, sweet perfume in a trailer park. Every touch left a mark, like a bullet through the heart. I was dust along the road, carrying a heavy load, till you bloomed out of the dark, my desert rose. Sheriff lights in the distance glow, you whispered it's your time to go. Kiss me once, no tears, no sound, like you knew I'd never turn around. If I'd stayed, would you have stayed? Or were we just two fools afraid? Oh, desert rose in the dark, still feel your ghost in my spark. Every mile tears us apart, but you're rooted in my heart. Through the sandstorms of regret, you're the one I can't forget. In this life of iron and bark, you're my desert rose in the dark. Wind rolls slow, moon hangs starry, Footprints fade in the desert dark. Engine hose, headlights spark, chasing that rose in the dark. Main Street's boarded up and bare. Dust hangs heavy in the air. Neon sign just flickers twice, like it's thinking about its life. Bar stools crack where I used to sit. Jukebox dead, don't play no hits. Every corner wears a frown in this tired old ghost town. Wind moves slow through broken glass, like it's haunted by the past. I'm crying in a ghost town where your footsteps don't make a sound. Every echo calls your name, but it all comes back the same. Streetlights buzz, but no one's around. Just memories sinking down. Ain't no salvation to be found. Crying in a ghost town. We carved our dreams in courthouse stone. Swore we'd never end up alone, but promises are fragile things like cheap tin wedding rings. You called the last bus heading west, said this place failed every test. Left me with the silence loud and a sky that won't allow. No train rolls, no church bells ring, just the sound of everything. I'm crying in a ghost town where love got shot down. Windows stare like empty eyes under cold and vacant skies. Your perfume still lingers round in the sheets and on the ground. I talk to walls that don't make a sound. Crying in a ghost town. If I pack up and leave tonight, will the past stay out of sight? Or does sorrow ride along like a half-remembered song? Every road just circles back to the place we came untracked. Still crying in a ghost town where the truth don't come around. I was king of broken streets, now I shuffle hollow feet. If love's the fire, it burned me down. Left ashes on this ground, and all that's left of love we found is me crying in a ghost town. Screen door swings, loose chain sound. Wind keeps making its lonely round. Moon sinks low, no one around, just me in this ghost town. Down where the river bends like a scar, past the rusted out pickup car, there's a shack with a sagging roof and a past nobody can disprove. Grandpa swore on a bloodshot moon, don't go stirring what's buried soon. But the wind's been howling through the pines like it's calling out old crime. You can hide it in the ground, but truth makes a louder sound. There's a fire in the holler, burning red and burning wild. Every secret's getting hotter, like a guilty, restless child. Smoke climbing up to heaven, ash falling like a father's name. You can run from what you started, but the fire still knows your name. Mama cried when the coal mine closed, said the mountain keeps what it's owed. Brother took to a bottle quick, said this town makes a man sick. There was talk of a fight one night, of a shovel and a lantern light. No one speaks, but everyone knows how the bloodline story goes. Every pine tree stands and sways like it's counting down the days. There's a fire in the holler, you can see it through the rain. Hear it crackle, hear it holler, through the marrow and the vein. Old sin's dry like kindling wood, one spark's all it ever took. Now the valley's understood by the glow no one can overlook. If I strike this match tonight, will it finally make it right? Or just light up what I fear, bring the barrier to my ear? The hills don't ever truly sleep, they just guard what they keep. There's a fire in the hollow, climbing up the mountainside. Every lie is fuel for it, every tear we tried to hide. Church bells ring but can't contain what's been burning in our veins. You can pray for holy water, but the fire won't be tamed. Embers drift, sky turns black. No way now to take it back. Wind blows low through the pines, and the fire still shines. Fire in the holler, fire in the holler. Magnolia shadows stretch and crawl across the cracked white chapel wall. Cicadas hum their last goodbye to a bleeding southern sky. Front porch swing on a rusty chain moves like it remembers pain. Sweet tea glass and a loaded gun, two things that can't be undone. You said love would find a way, but love don't always stay. There's a dying light in Dixie, fading slow behind the pines. Every promise we were holding slipping through these hands of mine. Heaven's far and hope runs thin, like smoke beneath my skin. All that's left to hold me tight is that dying light in Dixie. River mud on a wedding dress, truth we never did confess. Sunday hymns still ring the same, but they don't call out my name. Pickup truck by the railroad track, engine cold, ain't coming back. Stars hang low like guilty pleas, swinging in the humid breeze. See your shadow by the screen door frame, but nothing here feels the same. There's a dying light in Dixie, burning red and burning wrong, like the last note of forgiveness in a half-remembered song. Feels like quiet crops won't grow from seeds we let go. Every tear I try to hide shines in that Dixie light. If I kneel down in the dust, will the Lord still call it trust? Or am I just another man who let love slip through his hands? Fireflies flicker faint and small, like hope against it all. But even they can't stay too long before the dark comes on. There's a dying light in Dixie, sinking low beyond the trees, where the past don't ask forgiveness and the night don't set you free. Every road I try to ride leads back to what we tried, and all I see when I close my eyes is that dying light in Dixie. Fade into the night, porch swing slows without a fight, and somewhere past the pines, that last light dies. Copper still on a creek bed bend, firelight flickers like a guilty friend. Pine trees lean in close to hear what a broken man won't say out here. Jar clear by a cedar stump, burns like truth in a rusted lung. Crickets sing but the night don't care, there's sorrow thick in the mountain day. Your name hangs in the holler low, like smoke that don't let go. It's a moonshining morning under a cold blue dawn, drinking down what's left of us since you've been gone. Every swallow stings like a church bell warning. All I've got to hold tonight is moonshining morning. Sheriff drove by slow last week, didn't say much, didn't need to speak. He knows the woods and what they hide and who was standing by your side. White sheet over a front porch rail, neighbors talk but their stories fail. They say it was fate, just bad luck's hand, but I still see footprints in the sand. River runs, but it won't confess, leaves me drowning in this mess. It's a moonshining morning in a mason jar of glass, trying to blur the memory, but it always comes back. Every drop I pour feels like the final warning. Can't wash away the truth with the moonshining morning. If I smash this jar on stone, will it leave me less alone, or just cut my hands apart like the shards inside my heart? I hear you in the whippoorwill, in the echo off the hill, but when I turn toward the sound, it's just darkness all around. It's moonshining morning beneath that bloodshot moon, trying to numb the memory that fades too soon. Fire dies, night keeps forming, regret comes without warning, and all that's left by morning light is moonshining morning. Creek keeps whispering your name, jar runs dry but stays the same. Smoke drifts thin and blue, like I'm still holding you. There's a gallows on the edge of town, weathered wood and splinters brown. Crowds gather when the sun sinks low, for justice they don't really know. Her father ties the knot so tight, hand steady in the fading light. Black dress sways in the dusty square. She stands alone and never stares. They call her cursed, they call her sin, for the blood that's on her kin. She's the hangman's daughter, born beneath they can't hang the shame. I was shackled, hands in chains, accused of things I can't explain. Your sheriff swore the proof was clear, but proof don't matter much round here. But through the bars I saw her face, soft as mercy, full of grace. She slipped a key into my hand, said run as far as you can. Bell tolled loud across the land. The rope was ready, platform plan. She's a hangman's daughter with a secret in her heart, torn between her father's name and tearing this town apart. If love is just a sinner's crime, then brand it on my skin. I'd face the rope 1,000 times if it meant I'd run with her again. Moonlight on the river bend, hoofbeats where the willows bend, gunshot cracked the midnight air. He found us running there. She stood between his aim and me, said this ends with him or me. I saw his hands begin to shake as her voice began to break. She's the hangman's daughter, no longer bound by fear. Rope burned down in the firelight as the crowd drew near. Some say justice took her life, some say she got away. But when the wind hits that old beam, you can hear her say, they can't hang what won't stay still, they can't break a rebel will, and the gallows creak at dawn. But the hangman's daughter's gone. There's a picture on the dashboard cracked by 100 miles of looking back. Highway lines like a slow regret, every town just makes it worse. I hear her laugh in the radio hiss, taste her ghost in every sip. Barroom mirrors know my shame, I'm haunted by her name. I try to drown it in the rain, but it falls like whispers on my brain. I'm haunted by her name, like a church bell in the wind. Every echo sounds the same, where her memory's been. It rolls through me like thunder, through a dry and empty plain. I can run, but I remain haunted by her name. in a small town night, burning hard and burning bright. But pride's a knife a young man holds too tight to see the damage done. Last words cut like broken glass. Now forever is the past. I'd trade every mile I've claimed to not be haunted by her name. I see her standing in the door of every place I've been before. I'm haunted by her name, in the silence after two, in the whiskey and the flame, in the things I didn't do. It follows like a shadow that the sunrise can't explain. No mercy, no refrain, just haunted by her name. If I could call her one more time, would forgiveness cross the line? Or would the static tell me plain, some ghosts don't break their chains? I'm haunted by her name, in the back roads of my mind, through the guilt and through the blame. There's no peace I can find. It's carved into my heart like letters in the rain, till I'm buried in this pain. I'll be haunted by her name. Neon fades, engines hum, another town I won't outrun. Close my eyes, hear it again. Her name, her name.
Sun bleeds out on a broken land, dust like ash in my trembling hands. Highway signs bent out of shape, point to promises I couldn't say. Cactus shadows long and thin, like the shape of the mess I'm in. Wind cuts deep, no mercy yet, out here in the desert of regret. You said love needs water and rain. All I ever brought was pain. I'm stranded in the desert of regret, where the nights are cold and the days stay red. Every step leaves a mark I can't forget, in the sand of words I never said. No shelter from the truth I met, no well to drown this silhouette. Just me and the debts I collect, in the desert of regret. Empty bottle by the tire tracks, ghost of a road that won't lead back. Radio static, fading slow, like your voice I used to know. I chased the horizon line, like it owed me more time. But the further that I get, the closer comes regret. Bright shimmers in the heat, looks like you're walking toward me. I'm stranded in the desert of regret, under a sky that won't forget. Every lie I tried to protect now burns like a cigarette. No forgiveness on this sunset, no mercy in the silhouette, just footprints I haven't outrun yet, in the desert of regret. In the desert of regret. And if I kneel down in the sand, will it slip right through my hands? Can a man be born again where nothing grows but sin? Buzzards circle high above like they smell the death of love, and I can't tell what hurts the worst, the silence or the thirst. I'm lost in the desert of regret, where the sky and the earth have met. Every dream I tried to protect fell apart in silhouette. If there's grace beyond this thread, it ain't reached my shadow yet. Till the day I pay my debt, I'll roam the desert of regret. Desert of regret. And the races where I've been, but not the shape of sin. And no matter where I go, this desert follows.
Black coat hanging by the door, mud on boots from the day before. Morning breaks in a pale white haze, another soul to lay away. Shovel leans against the wall, hear that lonesome hammer call. Pine box waiting clean and still, up on Widow's Hill. Church bell rings slow and long, that's the start of my song. This is the undertaker's song, low and steady all day long. I measure sorrow 6 feet deep, while the whole town stands and weeps. Every tear that falls like rain echoes through the dirt and clay. Life don't linger very long in the undertaker's song. White lilies and a faded tie, mama's hands and a preacher's sigh. Names carved sharp in granite gray, like they're trying hard to stay. I've buried saints and buried thieves, watched widows drop down to their knees, heard last words turn into air and vanish somewhere. Ain't no rich and ain't no poor when the pine lid shuts the door. This is the undertaker's song, same refrain since time began. Every heartbeat's just a loan on a plot of borrowed land. From cradle cry to final breath, we all keep time with death, and sooner or later we belong knocks in the wind, like the ones I laid to rest. Still got something in their chest. I wash my hands, but they don't come clean from the weight of what I've seen. But I don't judge and I don't pry, I just watch the living cry. This is the undertaker's song, carried on a mournful breeze, from the first goodbye at dawn to the last amen on knees. When my own name's carved in stone and I'm finally laid alone, I hope they hum it soft and long, the undertaker's song. Shovel rest, hammer's gone, and the earth keeps singing on.